Hi, my name is Johanna. Most people call me Joey. I am in the Rad Tech program, and this is my third semester. So the first 2 semesters were in Mitchell. They were more of the learning part, and then now I'm in Rapid for the clinical part. So I will be at the hospital. I actually had my first day in clinicals yesterday, and that was really amazing. I'm very excited for this next semester, and then the next 2 semesters, which will also be in clinicals. So I'm very excited about that. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I grew up in Reliance. It's a very small town, probably about 15 minutes or less from Chamberlain, Oklahoma, just west on the interstate. I was homeschooled, and I have 6 siblings, so it was never boring. And yeah, that's a little bit of my background. As for my interests and my hobbies and things like that, I think I have quite a few. I'm interested in a lot. I really like to learn, and I really like history and science. I've recently been doing research on World War II history, which has been really interesting. That's been probably something I just started studying since last fall, just for the fun of it. It's very interesting. Yeah, I really like historical movies too. So my favorite movies kind of all are either actual things that happen in history, or they're just set in a time. So my favorite movie it has a French title, which I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce. It's like Les Miserables or something like that. That wasn't correct. And it's based off of a book by Victor Hugo. I haven't read the book because it's that fat, and but it's a very good movie. It's set during the French Revolution. So that's probably my favorite movie, but I also like a lot of other ones. One of my favorites is Amazing Grace. It's about the abolition of the slave trade in England. And I also like Finest Hours. It's a movie about the Coast Guard, and I don't know when that one is set in, but it's very exciting. It's a very intense movie, but it's very good. It's based off a true story. So I like movies like that. There's so many more, but those are just a couple of the movies that I like. I do like to read. But I don't get very far in a book. I usually read the first 2 chapters and then get distracted or get bored or something, and then I forget about it, and I try to go back to read it, and then just end up reading the same 2 chapters and never really get any farther. So I have a lot of books I've started. But yeah, I don't know what my favorite book would be, but I do like books that are more probably nonfiction books. So things that I'm going to learn something from, or yeah, I like history, science, religion, things like that. As far as music, my favorite band is probably For King and Country. I don't know if you've heard of them, but I do like to listen to music. I just usually end up listening to a lot of random songs, but and my hobbies, I like to be creative, so I do a lot of art and drawing. I really like drawing, and I like to write, and I like to paint, but I'm not quite good at it. I have a lot to learn, I think, to be able to paint, but I do like to do it, and that's something I want to work on. As far as what I want to get out of this class, you probably noticed I say and like a lot. That's something I want to work on. People have brought that up a lot, and I'm going to be thinking about it. I want to be able to communicate better without saying, using those verbal fillers. Now I'm just going to keep doing it. Anyway, that's one thing I want to work on, and also I tend to think very abstractly, so sometimes I struggle to communicate things in a more concrete way, which is what some people prefer to hear it as. So I want to work on that, communicating in the way that other people make sense to other people, not just what makes sense to me. So those are a couple things that I want to work on in my communication. Yeah, I'm really excited for this semester. I'm really excited for this class. Bye.